Okay, Connor, so tough trip on Saturday for you coming up. Now we're at the sort of stage where we're past the 10-game mark, 12, 13 games into the season for different teams. Are you starting to take a bit more notice of the league table? Is that starting to mean a bit more to you?
For me personally, I'm not really one that kind of looks at the league table much. I think we've just got to take it game by game. Obviously, we've not had the run of results that as a club we would have wanted, I'd say over the past month or so. And it's now at a point where we do need to change our fortunes ourselves and start winning games. And I think we're more than capable enough to do that. So in terms of the league table, not entirely aware of sort of where we are exactly, but I know we're not where we intend to be, where we want to be. So it's down to us as players to sort of change that and get ourselves up to where we've been aiming for since the first day of pre-season.
You managed to break a winless run against Bromley and then couldn't follow it up against Grimsby, a 1-0 defeat. How does it feel when you feel like, okay, we've got that win, we've broken out of that winless stuck, but then within just a couple of days it's another defeat?
Yes, it's a tough pill to swallow. It's one of them where you sort of you go to a place like Bromley where it's a long journey, it's going to be a battle, you're going to be up against it at times, and you come away from it with a win. You want the next game to come as quickly as possible to keep the form up, and obviously Tuesday we went into it with a positive mindset, knowing what we have as players, as a team, where we're good enough to go and beat Grimsby, and then obviously with the way that the game panned out, we came away with nothing. So it's a tough one to take, and it's sort of you're looking for a bit of consistency, a bit of form where you're sort of able to climb the table, gain places, gain points on teams, and just kind of scuppers it a bit. But luckily with this league, your next game's always around the corner, so we've got another chance on Saturday to sort of try and kickstart another run and get a positive result away from home. Like you said, a tough place to go, and hopefully we can get a result Saturday and sort of go on from there, and next game get another result and sort of try and really kick on.
How does it feel for you personally being back in the team after a couple of games out?
Yeah, I think for any player you want to be playing as much as you can. It's obviously frustrating at times when you're not playing, you're not getting minutes. But I think the main thing is just to be ready and be prepared for when you do get put back in. And that comes in the sort of training pitch. You just got to be at it every day and wait for your opportunity. Obviously I got one on Tuesday, and it was good to be back out there. It's good to be playing. I think that's the main thing in football. You want to be playing as much as you can. So hopefully I can keep my place in the team and have a run of games.
And we know that scoring goals has been Tranmere's problem this season, and obviously being a defender, it's not your prime focus, if you like. But do you feel a collective responsibility as to why Tranmere aren't scoring many goals? 100%.
I think scoring goals is part and parcel of being a team. It's not down to the attackers, the attacking players. So I think as a team collectively, we've all got to contribute. We've all got to sort of take ownership and responsibility for the lack of goals, because goals can come from anywhere. Any position can score. So it's not just any one position. It's all of us, and we've all got to sort of take a step back and look at why we aren't scoring as much as we should be, and work out ways in which we can start hitting the back of the net more frequently. And that's down to all of us. We all take responsibility for that, and we're all sort of striving towards that end goal, which is get the ball in the back of the net more often than what we have been.
Crewe are on a decent run. They're in the playoff positions, unbeaten in 5 in all competitions. How do you approach a game like that and a team like that? Go into their place knowing they're on a good run, knowing they're in confident mood, and it's not quite the same for Tranmere. Does it feel like there's another sort of block to get over, if that makes sense?
I mean, for me, I don't really pay attention much to other teams' forms or anything like that. In this league, on its day, any team can beat anyone. So I think form's irrelevant for me. I think we go there with the mindset that it's us against them. The 11 that are out there, be better than the man that you're up against. And I think us as a team with the players that we've got, we're more than capable of being better than them. And on any given day, anyone can beat anyone. So I think we go there with the intent to win, not worry about the form that they're in, how tough they're going to be to beat. I think we just go there with the attitude that we can beat them and work out ways sort of today and tomorrow throughout the week how we're going to beat them and how we're going to break them down and score goals.
And different formations and systems have been used at times in the last few games. How is that from a player's point of view? Is it easy to adapt to a different system, or can it be difficult?
I think for the experience that we've got in this team, we've all probably played the different systems that we've experienced this season anyway. So I'd say it's easy to adapt. We've experienced it before. You look at we've played 4-4-2, we've played 4-3-3, 3-5-2. So we've all played that throughout our careers at some point. So to sort of be asked to sort of change into that formation, we're all more than capable of doing it. And I think with sort of the last few weeks where we have changed, and we've probably played, I think, three different formations in the last month, I'd say. So we've all adapted well to it, I think, and it's been sort of a smooth transition into the different formations. So I'd say for us, it's about just getting our heads on it. We get the formation, get our heads on it, and it just sort of works fluidly for us.
And off the pitch, there's been takeover talk and rumours and media stories flying about, which I'm sure you're well aware of. How does that affect you as a player and the players in the dressing room when you're hearing all these stories about high-profile American celebrities and possibly a Wrexham-style sort of rise through the leagues and dreams and all that kind of thing? How does it affect you?
It doesn't really. I mean, a lot of it is outside noise. It's not really something that we take notice of. I mean, it's out of our hands, whatever's happening sort of outside of what's on the football pitch, so we don't really take much notice to it. I mean, I think that you see it all over social media and stuff, but for us, we know as much as the next person outside of the club. So yeah, I think a lot of it's just outside noise, and with where we're at the moment, we just got to focus on what's out on the pitch and what we're doing out there.
Even if you're not sure about it, does it make you wonder about what might come in, say, in January or the coming months? Because I suppose it'd be uncertain, wouldn't it, if a takeover were to go through and of the nature that's been discussed?
Not really, no. I think for me personally, I'm always one that sort of just lives in the moment, lives in the present, don't really think about too much of what could happen in the future. I think I'm a big believer on whatever happens. So I've not really taken much notice or much thought to it all. I mean, at the moment we're here as a team, as a club, and what we've got here is what we've got here at the moment. So my full focus is on that.